Hey YouTubers, Steven here. Today, Homebrew Wednesday. I'm probably going to post this a little late, but my brother-in-law just opened up a pizza shop. Not around here, but anyways, it's an old building. It's a very old town, Pictou. I'm sure some of my local subscribers will probably know it. But he was down in the basement, did some digging, and what did he find but a very old bottle of beer. It still has the beer in it. It's quite cloudy, so I'm sure it's skunky. But it's a Molson Export Ale, and it's pretty nice. You know, the label's in pretty good shape. I did some research, quick research, and see the anchor? Well, in 1955, they changed this anchor to a ship. And now, I know this bottle is actually older than 1955. And here's the cap on it. Even the cap's in pretty good shape. I don't know what this is worth, but as you can see on the back, there's a story back here. Now, I'm going to read you the story. On the note, it says, this bottle of beer was given to Albert, and I can't make out the last name, it's Mick something, in 1950 by Donnie and Louise Cummings, and kept in his basement until February 18th, 1960, when he was killed in Pomquet, which is in Nova Scotia, up by Cape Breton Island, in a train accident. Well, actually it says train wreck. And the bottle was given to me, J.E. Michael, or Meikle, February 22nd, 1960. Now, I did a quick little research online, and sure enough, there was a really bad train accident. There was a lot of cars that had fuel on it, and of course there was cars that had beer and wine. But on the website, I asked them for some more information on the train accident because I really couldn't find anything. I haven't heard back from them yet, but crossing my fingers. And but you notice the tape that it's holding on to it. It's Nova Scotia Liquor Commission tape. Normally today they just have the little sticker, but we'll come back to this. He also found a Mickey of rum, which also has a ton of this, Nova Scotia Liquor Commission tape, and they seem to put this brown label. They put this brown label over it to cover the label. Now, I'll show you the front here. Hopefully it'll come in clear enough. Okay. This is actually light golden diamond rum. And I don't know if I can lift the label high enough, but it was made at McGuinness Distilleries, Bridgetown, Nova Scotia. Now, I did do some little research on this. McGuinness was the parent company, but it was known as Acadian Distilleries. And I did look through the back in the sun. My wife helped me out. You really can't see it, but it does say light golden diamond rum. And yeah, that's rum inside.
Moonshine.
Whew. Of course, my wife calls it moonshine, but you can see it's clear. You can see they didn't have, safety caps back then. So I'm not sure how old this dates back, but it has the same Nova Scotia Liquor Commission tape on it. And all of this writing, flip the bottle upside down, alright, all of this writing here, they used to like to go in a lot of detail. But here's the question. I mean, growing up, I always knew the drinking age, the legal drinking age in Nova Scotia was 19. So I was quite amused and surprised, and every other descriptive word you can come up with, to find out that all this label says the Nova Scotia Liquor Commission, persons under 21 years of age may not possess or transport liquor. So how far back was it that they changed the legal drinking age in Nova Scotia? Can anybody answer that? I can't seem to find anything. I'm sure the Nova Scotia Liquor Commission might be able to tell me, but it's a government agency. They don't like to talk to people. The other thing it says, do not open this package except in your residence. Do not have this package open in your car. Do not open in a public place. Heed this warning and save paying a penalty. So that's definitely a mouthful, and yeah, that would be our government. But I did find, looking online for this bottle of rum, I did find a guy who had a blog. I commented on it. He hasn't commented back or emailed me or anything like that. But you know, he collects rum bottles, and he had a similar bottle, but his wasn't light, and his label was a little different than mine. This one almost looks like rope. I'll get it close again. You can see it looks like a braided rope. And his was a little different, so I think his bottle might have been a little older than mine, but here it is. Here's today's question. I mean, this is cool, right? Both of these bottles are cool, but are they worth anything? I think the Molson Export Ale bottle might be worth something. This one here, it's probably just a novelty item, you know, a little piece of Nova Scotia history, if you will. But does anybody collect these? Do you happen to know anybody that would be interested in these? Anybody have any history on Acadian distilleries and the rum they used to make? Now, the company here, this was blended and bottled for Sandbach Parker Company Limited. Now that was a company in the UK. There's not a whole lot online on the National Archives of the UK. I've been in contact with them, and they really don't have anything for me. The other interesting thing, if I can get this close enough, see how they spelled Guyana? I think I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, you guys can correct me. G-U-I-A-N-A. Nowadays, it's spelled G-U-I, or yeah, G-U-Y-A-N-A. So, kind of different how they changed their spelling, but this is kind of neat. You know, I've never really been much of a history buff, but you know, after seeing this bottle of beer and the story, you know, that's behind it, it's kind of neat. I mean, kind of sad the guy died in a train crash, but if anybody has any more information you want to share on it, or if you happen to know somebody that that collects antique beer bottles and whatnot, maybe let me know what they're worth. They may not be worth anything. They may be worth a lot. I really don't know, but I'm just curious to know. You know, especially with the export ale, the Molson's. I didn't even realize Molson's made an export ale, but I'm just rambling here now. I've got my mug of IPA, and the wife's got everything ready for the barbecue, so you know what that means. That's right, I gotta get to work. So anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers. Hope you're having a great Homebrew Wednesday, because I'm on vacation, and if you can't tell by the color, I've been outside all day and I'm absolutely loving it. These temperatures in around 30 degrees Celsius, which I think may be in around 90s. Just off the top of my head, I don't know. But either way, 30 degrees Celsius, perfect summer weather. This is what I live for all winter long. So cheers, everybody. Have a great day, and thanks for watching. Time to get back on the patio and have some more of this. Yeah.